It is Black Man, and I'm doing a non-spoiler review for Spider-Man: No Way Home. Hopefully, it's non-spoilerific than the internet already knows about because they already spoiled the other guest characters that are in the movie. I'm not. There was like a couple in the movie that I didn't see in the trailer, nor did anybody talk about, so I won't talk about them here. I'll just put it this way: above the main villains like Doc Ock and Green Goblin that you saw in the poster and in the trailer, and some of you may know Electro, which is at the bottom of the screen over there. There's another villain from the Spider-Man franchise in the movie as well, but I won't say too much about that one. There may be more as well, so I'll leave that to you to enjoy. But no one really clapped for the other ones. Maybe that's why they weren't advertised. So, like I said, this is non-spoiler, so I won't say a lot about the plot of the movie. But some of you may want to know if does the plot move along like very easily. It's easy to understand. Yes, it is very easy to understand. There's a couple of issues I had with the issues with Peter Parker and his how you say his reasoning for doing things. There's a couple of things in the trailer that's not there in the movie, and I was like, okay, that makes much more sense now that it's not the movie. There's a part when Doctor Strange and Wong were talking about. I think in the trailer they said that Wong said, "Don't cast that spell," and then Doctor Strange says, "I won't." That's not in the actual movie. Thank goodness, because that stupid wink was like, oh god, it's just kind of cringe. There's something better in the actual movie. I'll put it that way. All right, that makes more sense. So look at the fucking shit right here. But yeah, was it a fun movie? Absolutely, it was a fun movie. So now that most of you know about the other villains that are in the movie, like Electro and Queen Goblin, etc., are they in the picture for quite a bit of time? Yes, they are. They're in there for quite a bit of time. You'll be happy to know that part. They have their own reasons for being there. They interact with each other quite well, like asking questions about like what are you doing here? How come you're still alive? That kind of stuff. So there's like very kind of important questions that you want to know if they cross paths with each other. Remember, Doc Ock and Otto Octavius, to my recollection, never really met each other. In the first movie, Green Goblin died, and the next one was all about Doc Ock. So, to my recollection, Otto Octavius and Norman Osborn never really spoke to each other. But in this movie, they do. What they say, see the movie and find out, you know? Electro has his own thing with Peter Parker. So when he sees another Peter Parker, there's a little friction going on there between them. Um, there's a thing. Oh yeah, by the way, the hexagon thing is getting kind of fucking creepy. All right, it's getting fucking too much. All right, I gotta say that right now. There's hexagon symbols like in a lot of places in this movie that doesn't need to have hexagons. We all know Marvel. The name Marvel has 6 letters in there, so they got to make a 6-sided thing. I don't know what their obsession is with hexagons and WandaVision and stuff like that. It's got to stop. Just go back to normal. You're not impressive anymore. It's a thing. It's like the Mickey Mouse years. At least Mickey Mouse hides it in very obscure places. There, don't put it in plain sight anymore. Anyway, so the thing with Doc Ock and Tom Holland Peter Parker was very cool as well. I never really felt that the questions and the situations that they were in felt off to me. All the questions that Doc Ock was asking Peter and vice versa made sense to me. I'm not going to say what they were. I will say one thing about that, per se. Um, Doc Ock asked, like, you're Peter Parker, but you're not my Peter Parker. What's going on here? And then there's an explanation for that one, and Doc Ock's not really buying, which makes sense here and there. Um, there's a thing that follows the movie along about Peter Parker slash Spider-Man. Wherever he goes, trouble follows, which is a thing that happens in a lot of other superhero type things, even in anime and whatnot. There's an anime called Detective Conan, Mentate Conan in Japanese. Basically, he's the angel of death. Wherever he goes, someone dies, and it's been like 1,000 chapters, like 1,000 episodes, and it's true. Wherever he goes, someone dies. I believe to me it started out with Dragon Ball Z. Um, I believe it was the end of the Cell Saga when he made the realization that wherever he goes, trouble goes. and he killed himself with Cell, and well, allegedly with Cell, because he knew that without him, trouble would stop. Like trouble would stop coming around because they're all after him. That's Goku. They were all after him. And there's really a realization like of other animated stuff there in the future. If the good guy goes away, the bad guys will want to stop trying to impress and do things. And Batman had the same realization himself that without him, the bad guys wouldn't exist. And the same thing kind of happens in this movie. This is kind of the thread of the movie. Without Spider-Man, the bad guys don't have a reason to be there. So like I love the way the movie looked. The older characters from the other movies, they look great as well. Is that a spoiler right here? What the fuck? That's kind of like near the end of the movie right here. Anyway, that's kind of how'd you get that footage? Once again, they took off their masks way too much in the picture as well. I believe when uh how do I put this without spoiling too much? Um, I'll put it in code. When an amazing Spider-Man shows up, he takes his mask off way too quickly around people he doesn't know. At least the amazing one shows up there without his mask on, and that makes sense because he's already in civvies. Uh, and there's a question about the webs that they use with each other, so enjoy that one when you see that. That's going to be pretty cool. Um, some new suits are in this movie as well, which is fucking right here. I can't fucking believe that. But the full suit it looks actually better than this one, but looks very similar to this one. I'll put it that way. Yeah, that's the fucking movie right here. There's references to other aliens in the franchise as well. They make a joke about the MJ Mary Jane thing, which is very cute. So that's pretty cool. I won't say who says what, but there you go. So like I don't want to say too much about the picture, other than it's a really good movie, really good joyride. A lot of cool effects there. Weapons are being like a lot of car stuff going around there. You know, the world moving upside down and like twisting around. Good effects. Good effects. Falling things are happening near the end of the movie. I won't say what, but yeah, it's a lot of good fun there. A lot of good storytelling in the picture as well. So, what format should you see it in there? IMAX with like the big experience would be very cool. Everything looks crisp and clear, nice and bright at all times. At all times, it looks freaking great. It looks great. But I would say 40x, regular 40x. You don't need 3D images for this one because when I was watching it, I was watching in Dolby. I didn't really see anything like 3D rific per se, like coming at the camera kind of stuff there, except for like maybe the box thing that they use in the movie. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it there. The tentacles, I guess, would be pretty nice in 3D, but yeah, the tentacles would be pretty nice in 3D. So if you see it in 3D, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, this is not worth it there. But regular 40x would be probably the best one because, like I said, of the imagery, the action, the intensity would be like really awesome in 40x. So like yeah, it's yeah, oh yeah, this little part in the movie there when the transfer of the wrist things was going back and forth, that'd be kind of cool to see in 3D, but it's not really that often in 3D, but it's nice either way. So I definitely see it again for sure. Little Easter eggs in the picture to see and enjoy. You motherfuckers, you motherfucking internet. That's kind of the new suit right here without the white thing. It's like all black. I'm not gonna say how or when. Oh my god, is that? Oh god, fucking internet. But yeah, if you want to know any more spoilers yourself, there, if you want to guess any spoilers and come at me on my Instagram, it's 4Clackman, the number 4Clackman, name of the channel, number 4Clackman, and DM me, and I'll tell you whether it's true or not. There, that way it doesn't go out to the rest of the world. I'll tell you about the post-credit scenes. If you could see my face, I'm like cringy when I say that. Okay, so first of all, there are two of them per se. Um, there's one actual post-credit scene, and the other one is a trailer for an upcoming Marvel property that has to do with this movie. So you can probably guess up with that alone. Yeah, you're probably wondering if like Venom or whoever is in the movie. Well, DM me on my Instagram and I'll tell you whether they're in or not the movie. Thor's not in the movie. Captain America's not in the movie per se. Iron Man's not in the movie. Hulk's name was dropped in the movie. Things like that, but you don't see any other Avengers. They are referenced. I'll put it that way, but you don't see them because they cost extra money. And from the look at the other villains and stuff like that, they needed the money to spare. Very good stuff. So like the villains get a lot. The villains get a lot of time. The heroes get a lot of time. A lot of good story elements, and I was very sad that they ended a certain character. I won't say who, but damn, I'm sad. Okay, I'm sad. I like that character. I like what they were doing, but damn. Well, I won't. Not if I say too much there, I won't say what character or whatever. But yeah, it's messed up there. So my heart goes out to that person, and yeah, man, sad stuff there. Very sad stuff. Feast was in the movie. Feast is only, to my recollection, in the Spider-Man video game. Now it's in the movieverse. So yeah, that's a small spoiler right there. Ooh, he spoiled it for me. It doesn't really matter in the end. It's just a place where people go. There you go. So yeah, enjoy the movie. It's gonna be awesome. I guarantee everyone's gonna have a good time. Everyone's clapping at the end of the movie. Like I said, two credit scenes at the end there. One's an actual post credit scene, and the other one is a trailer for an upcoming movie that's not out on the internet at all, which is very smart of Marvel. Like I said, there's been a lot of movie trailers recently. Um, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai season 3 trailer. Um, I don't know, off the top of my head, I can't think of all of them, but like there's at least 4 different trailers I saw recently that I was like, oh my god! But like why so much so soon? So yeah, enjoy the movie. It's going to be awesome. I guarantee it. You get a lot of screen time with, like, some of the villains, which is very important to me, and you see a lot of the actions between them. Interactions between them was very cool. It felt like a Sinister Six movie, but I think it was only 5 villains in the movie. So yeah, um, there is like a question I had about the ring. I'll put it that way. How come he couldn't close it when he was opening it pretty easily, and he closed it before? Kind of interesting stuff, but not really like game breaking stuff and little nitpicks here and there. But I guarantee it's a fun movie. A lot of screen time with all the characters. That's the main thing I wanted to see. Unlike in Dune, when Zendaya's character was barely in the movie at all. Everybody gets equal screen time, and it feels great. It feels awesome. Great chemistry with all the cast. Yeah, good stuff there. So enjoy Spider-Man No Way Home when it comes out December 16th/17th. It's going to be an awesome ride there. You will not waste your money. You will not waste your time. It's going to be fun. I guarantee it. That's it for now. Any questions? Like I said, Instagram, number 4, Clackman on IG, and Clack Off on Twitter. That's it for now. Clack Off.